Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here with a collection video. Yes, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I've said this a few times in various videos, but I am a big time collector of My Hero Academia Funko Pops. Not the biggest time collector. What I mean by that is I have a strict rule when it comes to collecting My Hero Academia Funko Pops, and it's a rule I've bent once or twice. We'll get into it as we go throughout my collection. The rule is only one per character. Ideally, the Funko that best represents a character or is just my favorite version of the character. Now, that's easy for some characters because they only ever get one Funko Pop because they're just not popular. Apologies if you hear a street cleaner in the background. What terrible timing. But we're continuing on. Yeah, some characters are just not popular enough to get multiple pops, so it's not a problem. Other characters, though, like Deku, they get like 50 pops, and I'm not about that life. I'm not about getting 50 different versions of Deku. But I did get a few versions of him, so for the most part, I stick true to that rule, but not always the case. So yeah, let's just dive on in. I have a lot of rare ones. I have a lot of characters that I love. I'll even share some stories of ones I'm missing, because there's a couple that I've missed out on, and they go for exorbitant prices now. Exorbitant? Exorbitant. I don't know. Pretend I know how to speak. So yeah, let's just dive on in. This is going to be a casual video. I'm going to be reaching down a lot to grab the Funkos because I have them all piled up here. I don't keep them sealed. I understand that probably makes a lot of people mad. I display my Pops. They're all on the shelf next to me. They're just on the lower levels of the shelf. That's just how I like to roll with them, so let's just dive on in. Let's start with the first Funko Pop that I ever had for my hero. This is of Aizawa, the teacher of Class 1A, the homie. This is obviously Season 1 version of him, without any scarring or anything, but it's classic, you know. I got this as a gift. I think it was for Christmas. Yeah, we did like a Secret Santa for Christmas, and I got this as a gift. I'm not going to say this spiraled me down to collecting Pops or anything, but it was the first. This was definitely the first Pop I had. And honestly, I freaking love Aizawa, so I'm really happy that he was the first Pop that I had. So, yeah. Also, but Pops are kind of annoying sometimes where they have like a plastic base in the bottom. If you notice some of these without them, that's because I just prefer not to have them with them, or they fell off, because they fall off all the time. So, one down, another like 49 or something to go. I think I have close to 50 Pops. So, yeah. All right. Put them there. Let's see. Who do I want to go next? Let's go with the main lad himself, Deku. This is middle school Deku. You can see his little notebook. It's actually a nice little detail. I think. Oh, yeah. I will not be able to show this on camera. But in the notebook, you can actually see the sketching he has of All Might. You know, his like little sketches he did. That's actually a really nice detail. Unfortunately, it'll be impossible for me to show. Just believe me. Maybe I can somewhat show it. I don't know. You can't really see it in there, but anyway. This is one of the few characters I made an exception for in regards to getting multiple Pops, because Deku has so many different iterations, and I feel like this is an important part of his life before he had any powers. When he was huge, he's always been a nerd, but like, you know, kind of helpless and whatnot. All right, let's do one of the heroes. We have Endeavor. This is my Endeavor Pop. Definitely one of the flashier ones. He's doing he's launching himself with fire. He's got a fistful of fire ready to go. He's got his mask on, all of his facial hair and stuff. Honestly, a really good Pop. He's got the buns, the steel buns in the back. This is the only Pop I have of Endeavor. I don't anticipate myself getting another one in the future, but because this one, he doesn't have any scarring from the Hood Nomu fight or anything. So if I do only stick with this one, this is a really good Pop to have, honestly. So yeah, that's Endeavor. Hopefully you guys aren't bored yet. This is a strange video for me to make, but I want to make it nonetheless. So if 10 people find it entertaining, then boom, that's good. let's clear out some of the ones we have on the desk first. Next, we have what I consider a lame character, kind of. This is Overhaul, or as I like to call him, overrated. There's a different version of him where he's like actually using his quirk and he's got like the tendrils behind him and stuff. I do not care enough about this character to dignify getting him a cool version of him. So I just went with the basic Overhaul, which, you know, is actually, you could argue is a better look for him because he's got the classic gloves on and he's got like the, you know, just the regular beak and stuff. I don't know. I don't really care about Overhaul. I think he's just kind of like a meh villain personally, but to each their own. Next, we have the first of a few of this character. This is, some of these are a little bit dusty because they've been on the shelf for a while. This is All Might Metallic Silver Age with, he's striking the pose like, I am here, as he comes through the door like a normal person. I had to have this one. I think this was like a Barnes & Noble exclusive or something. And a friend actually sent this to me because I wasn't able to get it myself. I paid him, of course. But yeah, this was just an awesome pop. I love the metallic shine to it. This is the Silver Age version, which I think Silver Age is my favorite All Might costume. So I decided to myself, like, he's going to have all these different costume pops. I just want the one where he's in the Silver Age. I don't know if this one has a regular version or not, like where it's not metallic. I'm not too sure about that, but this is the one I wanted, and I'm definitely happy to have him. Okay, all right. Where to next? I guess we'll do another All Might. I have two more All Mights, including this one, I think. Yeah, okay. Wait. Pretty sure I have another All Might here somewhere. I'm sure he'll pop up. Anyway. This is big-armed All Might. His famous last stand against All For One. Sorry if the light is a little bit too strong. But basically, this is a glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop. It's kind of impossible to show off right now, but it's not that strong of an effect anyway. Basically, his like whole hair and stuff is translucent, and his eyes, the blue part of his eyes, actually glow in the dark. You basically got to shine this on a light for a long time to charge it up, and then turn the lights off, and then he glows. This is probably my favorite All Might moment of all time, and I had to have a pop of it. I understand that, like I said, I have a rule about not getting multiple characters, but I made an exception for All Might. I have 3 for All Might, but to be fair, All Might has like different forms, and this is between those 2 forms. I just love this moment so much. Camino Ward, a great fight, great moment. Okay, so let's do a villain next. Another villain. We have Twice. Twice is awesome. I love Twice. Again, sorry if the light's a little bit harsh for some of these. He has white eyes, so that doesn't help things out. I'm trying to have him appear on the thing, but love Twice. Easily, probably my favorite villain amongst the League of Villains. There was a chase variant of him where half of his mask is coming off. I was hoping to get that one, didn't get it. It's fine. I still like his hero costume, villain costume, normal, all the same. So yeah, that's Twice. And next we have, let's do one of the students. This is a student again. I'm not the biggest, and her base came off. Oops. Any discarded base was put over there for now. This is a character that I'm not like a huge fan of. I think that I think a majority of people really like this character. This is Froppy. Yeah, I don't know. Like Froppy's just sort of like the pop is cool. Let's start with that. I like how the hair piece in the back. It's really, all these pops are actually pretty well detailed. She's got her tongue hanging out, Froppy style, you know. Visually, I think this looks really cool. They got the glasses on top, like the sheen, the goggles. Not a huge Froppy fan, but needed to have her. I eventually want the whole class 1A. I'm still waiting for them to do the nobody characters that no one likes, like Mineta, Anna Voice, Sugar Rush, just Sero, all the people that, like, they've already done the more popular characters, so I'm waiting for them to do the more obscure ones, but I had to have Tsuyu Asui in my collection. All right. You guys bored yet, or are you still having fun? We still got a ways to go. We barely put a dent in this. I have a problem. Let's go with... Okay, so let's do this one. Like I said, I try to stick to one to a person, and this is an unfortunate case of just... Like, I don't know how to say this. Okay. So here's Bakugo, right? This is the first Bakugo they came out with. Pretty standard Bakugo. There's nothing crazy about him. For the longest time, I put off buying him because I was like, man, they're gonna come out with a cooler Bakugo. But then they didn't for like a long time. Like, fine, I'll get Bakugo. I'll check him off the list. And I get him. And then like months later, they in fact do come out with a cooler Bakugo. And I'm like, damn it. So now I'm probably gonna get rid of this one, to give it to a friend or something, because this one just pales in comparison to this Bakugo, which is him launching himself with explosions, looking all awesome. You can see the explosions from his gauntlets. It's just like a way superior Bakugo. And I'm not even saying that because, like, if this one was like a school uniform or something, I'd see the appeal to it, but he's just kind of standing there with not any expression or anything. He's really boring. But here you have this one who's also in the costume. He's got the hair pieces. He's got the gauntlets exploding, and it looks way better. This is my Bakugo that I proudly display. The other one is boring. So yeah, I just wanted to say that story. This is the Bakugo I want. The other one, I'm annoyed I broke my rule for that one, but what can you do? Okay. Let's move on here to... I have two mega-sized pops, or I don't know if you call them giant-sized. It's not the 10 and not like the 2 feet tall ones. It's like the ones that are twice the size of normal pop. I'll talk about one of them right now. This is Fat Gum. He's a larger pop. Obviously, it makes sense. Fat Gum is awesome. I freaking love Fat Gum. His fight with Kirishima against Rappa and that shield guy who nobody remembers is awesome. It's definitely my favorite fight of season 4. I know a lot of people will say, oh, did you forget about Overhaul? No, I didn't forget about Overhaul. I think that fight was fine, but Kirishima's fight was much better, and Fat Gum was a huge part of that fight. I love him. I love his power. I love his design. Just got a big old hoodie on, big tubby boy. Love him. So this is one of the 2 larger pops that I have, and he's not even that big. I'll never buy one of those like giant ones that takes up way too much space. I'm not interested, but this is like perfect for Fat Gum. So, okay, moving on. We have Shindo, or is it Shinzo, or I think it's Shinzo. Yeah, I always remember that girl in his class being like, "What's going on, Shinzo?" Like, she says it in like a weird way. Anyway, he's got the sleepy expression on. This is obviously a much older, like, timeline, like, version, like, long ago Shindo. This is like the sports festival Shindo. I may or may not get a different version of him in the future if they come out with his like costume version. But if nothing else, I do still enjoy the simplicity of this one. There's like shading below his eyes because he's like tired and he's got like his eyes half closed. It's a simple pop. I like it a lot though. Shindo from class. Is he officially in class 1B? Yeah, he is. I forgot. I'm trying to keep this like not manga spoiler, and I can't even remember where he's at in the manga. So, yeah, that's Shinzo. All right, let's do another villain. We have a villain that I think is kind of cool. I like his design a lot, but not one of my favorites per se. But this is Mr. Compress. I love the design. The top hat, the cane, the mask is great. Sorry again if the glares. Let me turn it down a little. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, Mr. Compress. Cool character, cool quirk, cool design. Not one of my favorites, but had to have him. Part of the league. Yep. Not much else to say about him. All right, so let's go to Ryukyu. In the running for waifu of the My Hero universe. I think Ryukyu is awesome. Great design. I love her like costume in general is just so sick. I love how she has like the bat wings, not bat wings, they're like dragon wings. And she's got this like metal claw like mask thing. Ryukyu is just awesome. Great pop. I don't know if I would ever buy the dragon version of her if it ever came out. That'd be probably a large pop. I doubt they'll do that too. I think it'd be really hard to do. But yeah, Ryukyu. Great pop, great character. Moving on. All right, well, we talked about overrated. Let's talk about someone who is not overrated and is adorable and we must protect at all cost. And that is Eri. Little Eri-chan. She is cute. She is very small. Must protect. Got the horn. This is obviously her design from most of season 4. This isn't when she has the cute dress when she moves into UA. I don't see any need for me to ever get another Eri though, so I'm totally content with this one. If it would focus on her, there we go. Yeah, Eri, super cute. I like this character a lot. All right. Let's get another Deku in here. This is, I think this is Shoot Style Deku. I can't remember the exact name for this one. I'm pretty sure this is Shoot Style Deku. I needed to have one Deku of him in like a hero costume. And this is a good one. I just thought this was a pretty standard good one. I think this was actually a gift from a friend too. Because he knew I was collecting them. So he picked a really good one. Pretty basic, but Deku's also kind of a basic character sometimes for his design. And he's got a serious expression. He's ready to go. I don't know. I like this Deku a lot. And one of the few characters I made a specific exception for because he's the main character, kind of like All Might, where like they just evolve and you want to have representation for their different stages. All right. Next, let's go with... All right. We actually have one of the few characters I made a specific exception for, and that is Mina. Which, by the way, it took forever for them to make a Mina pop, and it's just a shame because, like, pops have black eyes to begin with. What character in the show has black eyes? It's perfect. It's Mina. She's great. She's the best. I have a figure of Mina right there. I just think she's awesome. And this is a great pop too. She's like skating on acid. It's translucent, so it's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but great pop. Love that. And she also had an exclusive GameStop variant. And I was like, you know what? I can't pass up. It's Mina. Like, how much merchandise does Mina get? It is a metallic version, which I think looks amazing. They replaced the translucent with like a metal looking goo, which is awesome. Her hair is a vibrant, shiny metal pink. And yeah, she just looks great. They made the skin a little bit darker to contrast with it better. It's awesome. Just awesome. Awesome pop. So 2 Minas. I doubt they'll ever make another Mina pop, but maybe like an Acid Man form. But even then, I kind of doubt it. So yeah, that's Mina. There. Okay. And where would Mina be without one of her best friends, Red Riot, aka Kirishima? The best boy, some would say, of Class 1A. I personally think Iida, but Kirishima is a close second. He's definitely a top 10 character for me. Like I said, his fight against Rappa was awesome. I love that fight visually, just incredible, great backstory. Kirishima, yeah, love him. His character by design is kind of basic. That's like he even says that in the entire show. Like he's just like his power is so bland, but we love him. You know, we love him. All right. I think we're about halfway done. I have more pops. Like I'm just counting them and like talking about them. It's like, damn, I've gotten a lot of pops. But we press on. Let's go with the guy I just called the best boy in the class, Iida, aka Ingenium. I don't know if he's entitled that name to himself yet, but we know him as that too. For the longest time, the original Iida pop was like one of the rarest pops. It's the one of him in a school uniform with glasses. And it was going for like hundreds of dollars. And I was just like, well, there goes one character I'll never get. But thankfully, they came out with another Iida. It's him in the costume, which I don't prefer. I probably want him in the glasses, but it is a way to get him as a character. So I definitely pounced on that chance. Yeah, he looks cool. Iida in his hero costume. All right. I guess we'll talk about the most expensive pop that I have. Not that I paid for. I mean, I paid for it, but like I didn't pay. Okay, I'll just shut up and talk about it. All right. So it's no surprise to me that this character, the pop is like ridiculously expensive. I think it goes for like close to $200 for this pop now. I paid like $40 for it very shortly after the convention that he was at, and I'm glad I did. And that is for Dabi. Very popular character. I totally get why he probably skyrocketed in price. First of all, the pop is a great design. The blue translucent fire. He's got fire in his hand. It just looks visually really good. But it being a con exclusive definitely doesn't help his like rarity. I mean, it helps and makes it more rare. But yeah, he's grown on me a lot as a character in the manga. I used to crap on him. I used to make fun of the fact that people actually liked this guy because he was just a giant loser to everyone around him. But without spoiling anything, he gets a lot of development in the manga, and yeah, I like him as a character now. And I like that I have him as a pop, because I'm glad I got him, because getting him now is tough. Put him there. All right. Let's do a combo. Let's do these two who are always seen together. This is Amajiki and Lemillion. Obviously, two of the big three. Unfortunately, I don't have Nejire. She sold out incredibly fast. She was, again, a con exclusive. It was at Emerald City Comic Con, like 2020 or something, 2019. I don't know. But she's very expensive now. I'm really hoping they come out with another Nejire version of her. One of the very few regrets I have of missing out on a character, but I have two of the other big three. Let's show them one by one here. Mirio coming out of the stalactite, stalagmite, whatever, spikes in his overhaul fight, looking great. I'm wearing the hat for Lemillion. I love his design. Power! Yeah, he looks awesome. Very, very cool. Just a very solid pop. I think he looks awesome. And then Amajiki, who I really have a soft spot for. He just had a really good chapter in the manga for manga readers. I think he's doing the Chimera Kraken mode right here with the tentacles, and he's got the clam hand. This was, again, his moment from Season 4. A lot of these characters are from Season 4. Just kind of realized this. But he's got the wing on the back. Just really, really good design. He's got the white cape. Sun Eater has a really cool design in general. So yeah, that's two of the big three. I'm hoping one day we get another Nejire, because the current one is extremely expensive and I'm not about to pay for that. So, goes down. I do think there's a chance of getting a new Nejire because, I guess minor spoiler, she gets a slight design change at a certain point, and I hope they just make a pop off that. That'd be great. All right. We're past halfway for sure. Let's talk about arguably if you consider this character a villain, he's my favorite villain in the entire series, If you don't consider him a villain, he is just a league of his own then, literally. This is Stain, one of the coolest pops they have ever made. This was a con exclusive. I paid for it after the con, and I didn't pay too much more. I think I paid like 40, kind of like Dabi. I don't think he's risen the same amount of price as Dabi. I do think that Stain is probably somewhat expensive still, though. I'm sorry if the light is like washing his color out, but there's like a bright red cape. It's going all around him, and it's almost forming like a pool of blood kind of look. He's got the tongue hanging out. Typical Stain fashion. He's got one long blade, one small blade, and I think he has, like sheaths for the other blades. He's got the scarf kind of going up above his head. Just an awesome pop for an awesome character, and this is definitely one of my favorites. I love Stain. He's just awesome. So yeah, put him there. Let's see. Let's pair these two up. Okay, so these are two of the more recent ones. These just came out recently. And they came out in a pair, rightfully so. These two characters typically are, I guess, shipped together, or however you want to say it. But Tetsu, and Kendo. I like these two characters. I can't say I love them. I love their designs. I just think Tetsu is a good parallel rival to Kirishima. Kendo, I think she has one of the dumbest quirks in the entire series, and this is coming from someone who really appreciates dumb quirks. I just think that Big Fist is so lame. Like, I get, but they did it in the right way where they are making her like a martial artist. But I just think in practice it looks so stupid. I'm sorry if there's Kendo fans out there. I love her design though. Really fun character too, the way she treats Monoma and stuff. Yeah, great. I love these two. It's a good pair. Looks good on a shelf. So, running out of room to my bottom right, so I'm putting them on my desk now. Okay. I swear we're almost done. Probably not too much more. We have probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 more to go. So, yeah, we're in the final stretch here. Let's talk about these two evildoers. We'll start off with this potato-faced himself. This is All For One. I actually have two All For Ones. I guess I'll show the other one now too. I really heavily debated. This is a character I didn't really want two pops of, but I figured, well, first of all, I got him first. The masked version, which is classic. It's got the skull silhouette to it, which is great. It's a great All For One pop. And I was content with just that one. But then I got that other big-armed All Might and his fight in Camino Ward. Let me grab him real quick. I got this one, this All Might, the big-armed one. And I was like, man, I gotta get this one when it like released to pair with him. Because it's like the fight, you know? It's like their big fight against each other. Where they like, boom, sparks fly and like all that, you know? Great fight. So I was like, fine, I'll bend the rules for All For One. I like both pops. I just didn't need multiple of them for him, but I did because these two pair together. So that's the story about that. So yeah, those are the All For Ones. And then the other villain I was going to share, if you give me 1 second, is the now main villain himself, Shigaraki. And it's my favorite design of Shigaraki. It is his caped version where he still has the hands too. Shigaraki's had a lot of great designs over the series, and he continues to have great designs now in the manga. So I wouldn't be surprised if I got another pop of him eventually. He'd be one of those people I make an exception for. I just like he's the main villain. He's great. I love this version of him. This is the cape, the walk. Just, I don't know. I love the hands on the face still. It's a great pop. I'm holding on to his like little like things that he has in the back. I don't know. I just love this pop. Great pop. Okay. Let's see here. We got a few students left to get through. We have Uraraka. Unfortunately, she just has a really boring pop. I'm not a big fan of this one. She's doing the hand, like, sign thing. A little spoiler for the next person. I don't know. Really boring pop. I don't like Uraraka enough to get one in the future, although there's a specific scene in the manga that hasn't happened in the anime. If they do a pop of that, I will probably have no choice but to get it, and I think they will do it. So, a little non-spoiler for you there. So yeah, not a fan of that pop. It's kind of boring. But her classmate does not have a boring pop. Tokoyami, with Dark Shadow coming out from below his cape. What can I say? Just a great pop. I will say it's annoying to balance him though. He does not have a peg for one of those for the like disc things, and he is not balanced. He will fall over all the time. You have to like lean him up against a wall or something. Great pop though. Tokoyami is a great character, and I don't think I'll ever need another pop of him. I think this is a great design for him. So, okay. Let's go. All right, we got another pair to do here. If you read Vigilantes, you'll know that these two are homies. Present Mike and Midnight. Present Mike, I like how he has glasses, but they make him like an anime style, like shading on him. Really, really cool. Midnight, awesome character. I'm sure a lot of you guys like this character too. I'm not really one for the whole like, her whole like aesthetic, you know, about like being sexy and having chains and handcuffs and stuff. I don't know. It's not really for me, but these two great friends with each other. They go with Aizawa on my shelf, who I showed first in this video. So yeah, I'm going to have such a fun time putting all these back, I tell you. All right. Let's get some more of the League of Villain characters in here. We have, first of all, Toga, a character that I infamously don't really like. She has a lot of fans, and I'm just not really on board. I don't really... I mean, she's a controversial character. I just don't really get behind her motives and just the things that make her tick. The cool pop, though. I like the hair. Like the hair. They got the hair crazy. There's a version of her without the mask, and she's like blushing and looks like she's about to like lustfully attack someone. You know that expression she gives. I liked the masked one better, so I went with the masked version. Like I said, I try to go for the best representation in my own mind of the character. So I went with the mask one. Pretty cool pop. Not a big fan of the character though. Character that I do like though, and has a really sick Funko Pop, and that is Kurogiri. Kurogiri, really sick, translucent purple. He feels like he doesn't feel like a regular plastic. He feels like almost like a resin, like a clear resin. He's very, very smooth to the touch, almost like glass. Really, really sick. He's wearing his tuxedo. I doubt we'll ever get anything, like any merchandise of Kurogiri, but like, if this is all we get, totally on board with it. Really, really cool. Definitely one of the cooler, more unique pops. Look at that. Like, just the varying levels of deep purple in him are really, really sick, I think. He's also pretty heavy. This is a character you either need to lean up against something or have a base for him, because his head is just heavy. I have two pops on my desk, and I'm saving to the end because they're brand new and they're really, really cool. I don't want to show those off. So let's go with these two, who I don't really... I'll talk about the one I like less first. Nighteye. RIP. I guess spoilers if you haven't seen season 4. But Nighteye, trained to Mirio. I'm losing my voice. I'm talking for a while. Not a big fan of Nighteye. I like his personality's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. He like his death was sad and stuff, and it meant a lot to Mirio. It was a really emotional scene. Not taking away from that. I just, as a character, I don't really care too much. But this other character, I probably care about on the same level, to be honest. Although lore wise, he's pretty cool. Gang Orca. Getting Orca, baby. Also, kind of like Kurogiri, it doesn't feel like regular plastic. He has like almost like an oily texture to him, which is really cool. That's how I imagine like an Orca would feel, kind of like the blubbery, like oily skin that they would have. So I think that's really sick. He's honestly one of the best feeling Funko Pops. I know that sounds weird, but really, really sick. It's got the glossy look that you'd expect from like an animal like that. A reason I say he's got a cool lore is he was actually one of the few characters that Horikoshi reused from a prior manga series. And it's almost like a one-for-one design. He basically just got like buffer in this series. He used to be like just a skinnier version of this. Yeah, getting Orca, cool character. Had to have him to check off the list of getting one of every character. All right, 3 pops left. None of them are crazy to end on, but there's one, I guess that. Oh no, I have 2 new ones to end on. But so let's go with these two more students. Their bases are falling off because this one has a terrible issue. Not sorry. Again, losing my voice here. A lot of talking. I think we're at 36 minutes recording. Gosh dang it. Sorry to anyone who's suffered through all this. We have Momo. Great character. Love Momo. I love her hair. How it's like just that spiral. Really cool design. Simple, but just a good pop. Nothing crazy. This is one of the earlier ones I got. Yeah, it's Momo. She's just holding a regular. This is like a season 1 type design Momo. But yeah, I like Momo a lot as a character, and it's a good pop. So, all right. This is the one that I said has an issue. Not in design, like visual design, because I love this pop. This is Mei Hatsume. And God, she is such a cool pop. Like she's flying in her sports festival gear. She's got the big poofy pink hair. She's got the crazy goggles on. She did a great like visual design. The problem is extremely top heavy, and she's not, I don't know if you can tell, she's like leaning to the side. I don't know if that's the case just with my pop or if that's the case for all of her, but she refuses to stand upright. I look over all the time at my shelf, which she's already tipped over again, which is a shame. I think this is a really sick pop. Mei Hatsume is a really underrated character. She's great. Yeah. We have 3 pops left, 1 left down here to the side, and this is the one other giant pop that I have. And in my opinion, one of the coolest pops that's ever come out for my hero. Mount Lady. I just think this pop is so cool. Her hair is extremely thick. Like this is a heavy pop. Like it's just thick plastic, but it looks awesome. Like she got sheen to the horns and like to her costume. She's holding up a peace sign, which is sick. This was one of the first pops I got. Not much else to say. I just think this is one of my favorite design pops. Can't explain why. Mount Lady's not even like one of my favorite characters. I think she's cool. I always liked her more than Midnight personally, but I just think this is a really cool design pop. I'll compare her quickly to Fat Gun. These are the two large pops that I have. And I guess I'll compare them to a regular sized person. Come here, basic bitch Bakugo. You can see the size difference there. It's like basically 2 times the size. Really cool though. That is Midnight. And that is Mount Lady. And then we have the 2 newest pops. Well, kind of newest. They're tied with Kendo and Tetsu Tetsu. I was at Anime Expo recently, and they had an exclusive combo pack, and I just unboxed these today. This is Gentle and La Brava. And my God, these are some of the coolest pops. I love the way these look. There's little details on here that I don't know if I'll be able to properly show. Let's start off with La Brava. So both of them have their like eyeshadow. Like it's really a thin line of eyeshadow that they have in the show around the eyes. It just makes it look so cool. It's a silver black eyeshadow. And she's got her video camera. She's got her phone, her hair. She has like their earrings. You can see the heart because of her power. I just like great pop, right? Like it's just awesome. And then you have Gentle, who might even be like even cooler, dude. He's got his cane. He's got his long protruding like neck like suit that he has. He's got that tuft of hair that goes over his head, and he just looks awesome. I don't know how to say it. It's just really cool pop. I love these two. Like these, it's a shame that they made these an Anime Expo exclusive because I want everyone to have these. These are very underrated characters. I don't even know what it's probably too early to tell what they're going for aftermarket, but probably a good amount. Anime exclusive, Anime Expo exclusive. But yeah, that does it for my entire Funko Pop collection. This video took longer than I thought. We're at 40 minutes, but hope you guys enjoyed. I've wanted to make this video for a while, kind of to spotlight this stuff. I'm not sure how many people are going to watch this. I have more on the way. I have Guitar Jiro from the music festival. I have Aoyama, who just came up for order recently. Ibarra from Class 1B, who I wish was here. She's supposed to be here like a long time ago. She's getting delayed or something, but that's like one of my favorite characters of Class 1B. There's a few others I still haven't ordered yet. There's Gigantomachia. He's up for order. Rocklock, who I don't really like as a character, but eventually I'll have to get him. I don't have Best Jeanist yet because I just don't feel like ordering him either. For whatever reason, I'm putting it off. And then again, I'm missing out on Nejire. Really hoping to come out with another Nejire. So yeah. Hope anyone out there found this entertaining. Sorry if I rambled on forever. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.